Thank you for tuning in to the Felines Den podcast, and I am your host, Ocean.
And I'm your co-host, Shosha.
And I'm your co-host, Lyric.
All right, y'all, we're going to jump into some hot topics.
Oh, yes.
All right, so the first topic on the docket, White Lives Matter chatter, Kanye West.
Oh, Lord.
Kanye West gets slammed for recent White Lives Matter shirt. Before we get into this, let's take a clip right quick and so we can see what actually happened.
My dad is an educated ex-Black Panther, and he put a text to me today. He said, "White Lives Matter, ha, 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 ha." And I said, I thought the shirt was a funny shirt. I thought the idea of me wearing it was funny. And I said, "Dad, what do you think it was funny?" He said, just a Black man stating the obvious.
I'm not for it. I mean, he's trying to talk about how he kind of got that idea from his father and what his father was saying, but no. It still don't buy the fact that he's wearing that shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what's the point of wearing the shirt? We know all lives matter. We get it.
Yeah.
We know white lives matter. I get it. But, like, why waste your time making a shirt if you're not trying to make somebody else mad? When I say somebody else, Black people, like, what's going on? Why you keep attacking us?
I just think that, people try to say Kanye crazy.
Yeah.
But Kanye ain't crazy. Kanye know exactly what he doing. Kanye trying to get in the White House. Why should I tell you?
I definitely agree. He had this at, 2024?
Mm-hmm.
He posted on his social media, and people were like, well, is he really running for president seriously this time?
I mean, he ran last time. His name was on the ballot.
Yeah.
He's not going to get it. I hate to break it to you, Kanye. You're not going to be president. It's not going to happen.
But I think because y'all know I'm a big fan of Ye, like from the beginning through The Wire, even before that. And I think that what we do with Kanye, since they know that he made it public that he suffers from mental illness, we use that to advantage. And sometimes we overlook exactly what the person is doing and what the person is saying because we're too busy judging them. He first said he created that shirt because of, like you said, it was a joke. He talked with his dad. His dad made a mockery out of it. So he said, you know what? Let me put it on the shirt to make a joke. Now, for me, I thought maybe if he would have crossed the V out, it would have been White Lives Matter. And in that sense, I could maybe understand. How can I put it? White Lives Matter is because we're so in tune with what white people say, because whatever they tell us, we do.
Because, like, Candace Owens,
so that's
she wore the same
and
shirt.
we all know she crazy.
And we know she crazy.
Okay.
Lies.
You get what I'm saying?
You're saying lies. Oh, white lies.
White lie.
Oh, girl.
White lies.
I didn't get what you were saying.
White lives matter because they do. It matters.
They're not the ones who are having the issues. So we don't have to state the obvious.
Exactly.
We already know that they matter. Every life matters. But who's having the issues? That's what we trying to point out.
The minorities.
Yeah.
All
right, y'all, we're going to jump into this next hot topic on the docket. Big scare, little blessings, daycare. No, it's not funny. I shouldn't have done that. M-I, cricket letter, I, cricket letter, I. That's how, if you're from the South, that's how we learn how to spell Mississippi. But a local daycare in Mississippi called the Little Blessings Daycare is facing backlash. A worker was recording another worker while scaring the kids in a Halloween mask. The lady that was recording the co-worker said she only was recording the lady for footage, just in case. Because basically, it's been going on for a minute and no one believed her. So now she recorded. But let's take a look at this clip to see what actually happened.
This morning, police and the Mississippi Department of Health were investigating these disturbing videos. A daycare worker in a spooky Halloween mask screaming at and appearing to intentionally scare young children. In one clip, an employee appears to be telling the woman in the mask which 2- and 3-year-olds have been bad.
Are you being bad?
This clearly terrifying the 2-year-old being chased and grabbed. His mother, Caitlin, saying he hasn't been quite the same since.
It's hard as a parent to console something that's happening in their mind and in their brain. It's not something you can physically help with.
Keegan and Alyssa Ray's 2.5-year-old daughter, Rain, was also in one of the classrooms.
We've never seen that type of fear in our daughter's eyes, or never have I ever felt that type of fear.
The parents asking us to show her face, saying they want people to see what their daughter has gone through.
I want them to see the terror on her face, because that is what I see every night.
The owner of the school says she wasn't aware that this was happening and that the behavior isn't tolerated. 4 employees have been fired. Parents tell us one of them is the person behind the camera who says this sort of thing has happened before and she decided to film it in order to catch them in the act. Writing on Facebook, quote, "I recorded to get the proof and then the video was sent to parents to show them how their child was being treated." But some say she should have done more to stop it. The employee behind the mask was also fired. She says her plan to get the kids to listen and clean up their toys went too far, posting a Facebook video saying, quote, "People make mistakes and they learn from them. If I could take it back, I would. I hope and pray that some of you can find it in your heart to forgive me."
She should have got fired too.
She should have.
Because like she was stating, like, this was going on before. Why you stay? Like, it don't make sense to me recording something like that. If my baby was there and she came home traumatized,
Yeah.
I'm like, what's wrong with her? You know, I would be tripping too, and I would have had all them fired.
Exactly.
Well, so this is my feel. So they're all mandated reporters. So when you're a mandated reporter, you have to tell it. And if she didn't go tell it instead of recording, she should have got fired.
Absolutely.
I agree. I think, number one, first I'll say this, and I mean this with the most up respect. You scare my child, I'm gonna whoop that ass. I'm coming to your child. Because first of all, those are little bitty babies. You don't know how traumatizing it will be for a little child. Like the lady in the clip, she stated that her child is still going through that situation that happened at the daycare. I mean, it's okay to scare them a little bit, but to just scare these children like that. And I'll say, to be honest, I used to scare my cousins. I had this Barbie doll. And like when you first walked in my grandma's room, it was the living room. But at nighttime, it would be so dark. So I called it the dark room. So the Barbie doll I created, I cut all her hair off, I painted her face black, and made her look scary. So when my little cousins was being bad, I'll throw the doll and be like, "Let's go to the dark room." And I had all my cousins cry.
That's crazy.
But they were like 7, 6, you know, they wasn't babies. So
yeah,
I get
different.
it. But at a daycare, like, even the owner, she said she didn't even know about it. To be honest, you are a part of your flock. And I think everybody needs to deal with it. She need to be closed for 30 days, fined, and everybody should be fined.
Lower the cost of the daycare now just because of that.
Just because of that. You don't play with people's children.
Yeah, the father was even saying he saw a look in his daughter's eyes like he ain't never saw before. So that's crazy.
Listen, she's about to get sued.
Yes.
Trust and believe. But little Blessings Daycare, I mean, we wish y'all the best, I guess. My child won't be going there.
I wish that would have happened when my child was in daycare, because I wouldn't be paying that much that I paid back then. So.
Right.
Bless their heart.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get into Khloe Kardashian and Tristan Thompson. So Khloe Kardashian just had a baby in August, a son with Tristan Thompson. She did in vitro with Tristan Thompson. They did it in November. And then in December, she found out that he was having a baby with another woman. Like the first week in December. Now, this is not the first time that she has found out about Tristan cheating on her. Like, I think this might have been the third time. The first time she was getting ready to have her first baby, and she found out that he was cheating on her. And then she went to have the baby and found out he cheated on her with her sister's best friend.
So that was during the time she was in the hospital?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh.
Right before she went.
That's messed up, Khloe. I'm sorry.
And then they broke up and she gave him. So then they got back together during COVID because they were staying together, keeping the baby. And then she gave him a chance. They went to therapy. They went to and it was a long time before she actually gave him another chance. She finally gave him another chance, and he did it again.
Yeah, they must have been going through some kind of therapy to even want to have another child with that guy. That's crazy.
She said that she didn't, if she had known that he was going through that, of course, she wouldn't have did it. But it looks like the timing, because they did it in November and then they found out, because, those things are never guaranteed.
Yeah.
So she didn't really know that it was going to take, but it took, and then he got pregnant.
Well, because Kim was saying something about that he came to her wanting to propose to Chloe during that December. So, but he never came back to her because I guess Chloe said that she didn't want to marry him.
Yeah, he's something else.
She must have found out about some stuff during that holiday when she was already knocked up.
I don't know what's wrong with him.
I mean, I know a cheater when I see one, so it's, is it that hard? The signs are there, Chloe. Like, the signs are there, and I think as women, some of us intend to overlook the signs. Like, the signs be there. We just, sometimes we're desperate. Not all women. Sometimes we're vulnerable. Sometimes we don't want to be alone, and so those would be the reasons why sometimes we intend to ignore the red flags. And I'm not saying, like, I'm not trying to beat women down for it, but it's just what happens. And for you to come out now and want to say all these things about him, I think maybe you should just keep it quiet, because you knew, when you were pregnant, that he was a cheater.
But she didn't have a baby. They had a surrogate.
Okay.
Well, the first
a lot
one.
Of those rich
the first one.
To be honest, I don't even like you, girl, because the way you did Jordan, or what was her name?
Her best friend.
That was
Jordan.
the best friend that he cheated with.
Yeah, like she said, they didn't do it.
No. No, they just.
But
kissed.
the way y'all did her, like, I don't really like them no way anymore, and I definitely don't like them about Kanye. So
they're loyal
I don't like
to.
them. I just don't like them.
I guess they say they want to be loyal to the men in their life because of the kids.
Chloe is my favorite.
What they was trying to say.
Girl, why they always want black men, except for Courtney? Why they always want black men? We know why.
Grew up.
They grew up that way. Cute.
They love us. Chloe want to be black.
Girl, her daddy
she
black.
had the twins. I forgot their names. They played on ATL.
Yep.
She wanted to look like them. She said that on one of the episodes. So
her daddy is black.
Well, we don't want to
O.J. Simpson
insinuate that
allegedly
is her father. I mean, they kind of got the same shape, but rest in peace to...
Girl, stop.
Her real father.
Allegedly.
I don't want to say that's true, right? Allegedly.
Thank y'all for tuning in to another segment of Hot Topics. Don't forget to check us out every Monday at 3:30 p.m. Yes, this was an old episode, but we hope you enjoyed it. And all my sisters out there, take care of your breasts. Bye.